What is up guys, Scarp8 here, and today bringing you guys another Clash Royale video. So in this video, it is our, I think, third episode of this sort of mini-series we have going on here. And basically, if you're new to this series, what I do is I look at replays from different arenas from TV Royale, and I commentate over them, and then I say which ones are good, and I mean the good stuff they do, and then the bad stuff they do. Keep in mind, I am trying to find some replays that are, that are relevant to that arena. Because, for example, right here we have ASDF Man that is using the princess, the elixir collector, the what? How could I forget this name? What's this game called? The Royal Giant. I forgot. Yeah, the Royal Giant. And for example, if you go down here, this guy's using the golem, and so yeah, I'm trying to find some replays that are relevant to the actual arena. So let's go ahead and try and find a good one. We're gonna watch this Sadiq versus Popo, see what they do good, see what they do bad, and let's get started. So it's level 7 versus level 6. Let's see how this plays out. Looks like one of them's using a giant for a tank, and then the other one, I haven't seen a tank. So, I mean, right now, Sadiq wasted elixir for just a second, but a second can be very... It could have a lot of difference. Looks like Sadiq has chosen to go all out on the left side, and Popo is going to try and defend well. I would not have recommended to fireballing the prince. I mean, the witch, but I mean, I guess it was okay because now he took out the tower, and he's going to do very well. The bomber was a terrible mistake. The mini P.E.K.K.A took him out in one shot. What I would have done is just saved my elixir and used, I guess, either the spear goblins or the skeleton army. But the spear goblins would have taken out the P.E.K.K.A just in time. Right now, Sadiq has a push of very squishy troops, which aren't going to do very much damage at all because of the musketeer. And now he's going to place his own musketeer to defend. And right now Sadiq is in the lead, but Popo is not very far behind. I would place my witch to counter that mini P.E.K.K.A because the little skeletons would have distracted it. And that would have been a very positive elixir trading. He still would have had a witch. The bomber should counter those skeletons very, very nicely. And yeah, so far, all Sadiq has to do is play defense for a minute and 20 seconds more. He plays the skeleton army on the left side for some reason, and it was just a very terrible move. That's going to cost him his tower right there. And had he been patient and had he just defended, he would have still been in the lead. And right now, it's an even match again. It's anybody's game because of that one mistake, guys. One mistake of not being patient and not keeping in mind. What you have to do is you have to keep in mind, well, I know he has his prince, so I have to save my skeleton army for when he places his prince, or else I'm going to be screwed. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Right now, I guess he learned his lesson, and now he is going to use a skeleton army against the prince and the musketeer, which was a very good move. But yeah, if he had not put the skeleton army to try and attack, he would have still been in the lead. But this push is not too shabby at all. Oh, the skeleton army was a good move. The tower's at 83. I don't even know how that tower went down. Probably like a spear goblin or something. But right now, again, he placed his skeleton army and stuff on the right side instead of defending, and now the prince is gonna take this tower if I'm not correct. Oh my goodness. Alright, this guy has a rocket. Is it gonna launch in time? He is not going to launch it in time. That was a very close battle. I think that Sadiq had been dominating the whole match, except that the misplays by his skeleton army card, he needed to play it better. And maybe he could have spared himself from suffering a little bit more and being close to losing. But yeah, it was a very close match. That's what you expect from TV Royale. Pretty close match. Alright, so let's see the next one. Guys, always have a direct damage card in your deck, or else you might find yourself losing to situations like those. And I've I don't think I've ever played a deck with a rocket in it. I mean, but that's just me. I typically like to use the fireball and stuff. But yeah, we're not gonna look at these hog decks, I don't think, because all right, let's look at this one. Unless this is Arena 5. Alright, so this is Arena 4, level 8 versus level 7. I mean, even if these guys are just terrible, then it'll be good, because I could tell them the mistakes that they are making. Alright, so he's gonna place a witch, and RJ is gonna place a giant on my left side, his right side. And right now they're just waiting for their elixir to be. I would not have sent my witch on her own. It's kind of like a waste. Oh, but the minion horde is coming. I would have used the spear goblins against the minion horde. Now the minion horde is going to do work on that tower. It did do over 1,000 damage. But yeah, that was really, really good. And now Joel is in a terrible position because he doesn't really have a lead. And the fireball was a very, very good counter. It was a very, very good trade, and now they are even in elixir, and it's kind of like a reset. But yeah, right now, a hog coming in. He should have placed his witch in earlier to defend. Could have spared some hits off of the tower. And right now, I would have placed my hog. Okay, that was a good play. The giant with the witch. And right now, RJ's taking the right tower as dead. I mean, because it's only at 253 health. But Joel NG is attacking the right tower, and that's pretty much as good as gone as well. Except the minion horde was a very good counter. They're going to clean that up nicely, and they're also going to get the tower if this guy does nothing about it. He isn't going to have enough elixir to do anything about it, so I mean, that's the end of that tower. Right now, RJ is in the lead, not only because, well, okay, so now they're even in towers, but RJ is in the lead because he has one of the towers at 1,000 HP left. Alright, I personally wouldn't have freeze there because first of all, he didn't get the minion, all of the minions, and then second of all, I mean, his troops also died, so I would have saved my 4 or 5 elixir, I can't remember, and maybe done something else with them. Maybe done a hog freeze or something like that. Alright, I would have placed my minion horde here. Oh, except he has his wizard, so it was a pretty good play right there by RJ, and this guy's just playing really, really well. Minion horde is going to go in and take out the hog rider faster than I don't know what. He was prepared with his hog freeze, so that was a very good play by Joel, but he does have the perfect counter. He has the wizard. So right now the hog is gonna get quite a couple of hits off. That is so dirty. The hog giant is very, very, very good. There's only 6 seconds left right now. RJ has an amazing push. If they can just do that in very quickly, and the match is over. A very good play in both sides. Joel NG really did pull that out of his I don't know what they say. He really he came back. It was a very good battle. A couple of misplays by each. But yeah, that's just how it's gonna be sometimes. Sometimes you're just a little bit nervous or mad because you're on a losing streak, and that's just what happens. So I think we have time for one more. All right, we're at 9 minutes almost, and all right. So this guy's name is Multi YouTube versus Master Willie. Do they have good decks? Not really. So let's see. Let's keep looking. The balloon deck is a very good deck. Alright, I think this, and then Menge has like a Prince Freeze deck, so let's go ahead and look at that. Alright, so let's see what is going to happen here. So it's Takamon versus Menge. Alright, so I personally, if I was Menge, I would have started by trying to split my barbarians, but he's gonna go with a musketeer, which is also very good. They both wasted a little bit of elixir. And now I would have placed my my baby dragon, my barbarians closer to the archers, and it looks like they're both playing right lane rush. Of course, Menge has a stronger push because he does have the prince, so it doesn't really matter because both towers are gonna get taken out. Now it's just a matter of seeing who can actually defend better. Okay, so it looks like this is right lane rush. Who's gonna get it first? Oh, this is very close. And Wow. Wow, that was just wow. That's the sneaky freeze spell, guys. The sneaky freeze spell. That was a very good battle. So I mean, there wasn't much to commentate over it, except Mensch, my respect to you with that freeze spell. That was genius. That was genius, especially because there were only 10 hit points on the tower left. That was just genius, my friend. Genius. So yeah, I think that when I was in Arena 4, I did use a hog freeze deck. I don't know if you can. Yeah. So I used a hog freeze deck in Arena 4. I really liked it. That is, I think, what got me to Spell Valley. And yeah, I also used a deck that was actually, I think it was this one, if not very similar. But the Bomb Terror, guys, put it in your deck if you're in Arena 4. It'll help you out a ton against Hog Riders, against Giants, against anything you can face. I really recommend the Bomb Tower that you use it. The Hog Rider and the Prince are just very strong. And also, if you're in arenas from the first arena to the fourth, the Prince is very OP. From the first arena to the probably to the third. The fourth, not that much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And I hope that some of these tips worked for you. If they didn't, then you subscribe, because then that means that you need more. And if they did help you, then just give this video a like. And once again, Scorp80 out.